Online Radio, the new online radio that makes you happy.
Hello my lovely listeners and welcome to another mouth-watering session of the Real Talk with Chidima. This is an online radio where we talk about a variety of topics that affect us as individuals as well as a society. So far, we've talked about why people cheat in a relationship, we've talked about reggae genre of music, we've talked about rape, as well as a host of other topics. For my new listeners, if you want to catch up with the previous shows, you can do that by visiting my channel on YouTube at Chidima Ugoji, and you can also follow me on Spreaker and SoundCloud, and I'm also available on Spotify at Chidima Ugoji. That's CHIDINMAUGOJI, or you can just search up the Real Talk podcast. Before we head over to the business of the day, I hope you've been keeping safe and maintaining all social distancing rules. 2020 has been one hell of a year for us, but we can only hope for the best. I'm praying and sending my love to all my wonderful listeners far and wide.
Your online radio.
While the show is going on, remember you can also join in the conversation by sending me a DM at my Twitter handle at TheRealTalkPod1. Also, you can send me a mail via my email at chidimaugoji382@gmail.com. I know you'll be wondering what I have in store for you today. I took some time off the show, but I'm back now, and today, without wasting much time, we'll be talking about sex appeal and the science of sex appeal. I know you must have come across this word one way or another, but today we shall be dissecting what sex appeal is and how can we increase our level of sex appeal. So now let's look at it this way. Have you ever been attracted to someone, like the way he or she talks or moves? Just the aura makes you want to be near him or her. Now you can say that person has a high level of sex appeal. The word sex could stir up confusion or controversy when mentioned. In fact, people don't even like mentioning the word sex. And the idea of sex appeal is just like it. So what then is sex appeal? Before I give a definition as to what sex appeal is, I want to make it clear that we may or may not agree on exactly what the term sex appeal means, because there are like various definitions of sex appeal or school of thoughts on the internet. So, but I want you to know that, like, if I come up to you and say, I love how much you ooze sex appeal, you know it's a compliment, you know it's not a derogatory statement, you know I'm not trying to mock you. So now they've established that sex appeal is good and it's good to have sex appeal. What then is sex appeal? If someone says you have sex appeal, it means there is something about you that makes persons of the opposite sex or whatever gender you're attracted to want to be as close to you as possible. There is something so attractive about you that they want to bond with you almost immediately.
online radio. The new
But this is where we have to think very carefully. Clearly, we like the idea of the other gender we are attracted to, finding us so appealing that they want to become one with us. Well, what a compliment. But what part do you want people to be attracted to? Personally, I don't think it should just be about your body, because if you check on the internet about what sex appeal is, or if you ask some people, they will say it's just your body. It's just your body, but it's not. Why I say this is because our bodies make up a small part of the totality of us. Our minds are thousands of times more complex and unique, and our souls are even a deeper part of us. So sex appeal has to do with being someone whose whole package appeals to the kind of person who will relate to the entirety of us. Now, a good place to start if you want to work on your sex appeal, it's your body, obviously, because your body is what people will see, is like your outward appearance. It's what will attract anybody first of all to you, but it's only about like 10% of the total process, because you can decide to wear stylish clothes, can decide to watch your weight, exercise, and so on. But then, what will it profit you if you attract the person you want to come to you? Then you end up driving them away by the way you think or the way you talk.
your online radio. The new online radio that makes you happy.
So the next 30% of sex appeal is getting your mind in shape. The health of your mind has very little to do with your intelligence rating. The health of your mind is a consequence of what you feed it, the materials you consume on a daily basis. So how can you feed your mind? By reading books, by listening to good music, by engaging in challenging conversation on major topics from time to time. So now that we know what sex appeal is about, and that sex appeal has everything to do with your body, your soul, and your mind, how can we develop or increase our level of sex appeal? Now, I think sex appeal is going to help you if you want to go past the talking stage, or let me say the first layer of a relationship. It's going to help you a lot. So how can we increase our level of sex appeal? Let's go. Number one is confidence. If you're not confident, it tends to show. Even if you're not entirely confident in a situation, just put a smile on your face and try not to let it show. Confidence is very, very sexy. Whenever you walk in a room, people tend to feel how confident you are. Confidence can be mistook for pride, but it's not pride. Confidence is very different from pride. So confidence can help us increase our level of sex appeal. Number two, dress well. At all times, you need to be conscious of your style. I believe style differs from people to people. Some people like pencil skirts, some people like monkey jackets, some people like hats. But whatsoever your style is, try to always be confident and comfortable in your style, and try to always be conscious of the way you dress. The way you dress is the way you will be addressed. So at all times, try to be conscious of the way you dress. And number three, treat your body right. No one expects you to be perfect, but you can do a number of things to put your best face forward. Another way to look at this is how your present habits, like smoking can make your skin look somehow, and then not taking enough water is not good for your skin and your hair. Not getting enough sleep, it will give you eye bags and it doesn't look good. it could also reduce your level of sex appeal. So you need to treat your body right. You need to take care of your body. In number 4, have your own opinion. I usually tell people intelligence is very sexy. I pick an intelligent guy over a good looking one any day. You need to read, you need to learn, you need to unlearn stuffs you might have grown up with and you think is right but it's no longer right or acceptable in today's society. You need to watch stuffs in order to develop your own opinion. In number 5, be interesting. Most people usually say they are interesting or they are not interesting when you meet them. But I believe everyone is interesting. Nobody is a boring person. Because I don't understand how you have hobbies, you have friends, even if, let me say, one or two, you go out and everything, you get updated with current events. So definitely you should have something to talk about when somebody wants to strike a conversation with you. And even if you don't know anything about them, let me say you meet somebody for the first time and he or she is interested in golf, example, I don't know anything about golf, but because this person is interested in golf, I should be able to like look up stuffs on golf, and then the next time we talk, we should be able to talk about stuff, like I should be able to contribute even if it's 1% into the conversation. Number 6, smell good. When it comes to sex appeal, our sense of smell is very important. Like, example, whenever like I see my boyfriend or something, or I hug him, the first thing I compliment is, you smell really good. If you smell bad, people won't want to come around. It's simple. It's as simple as that. In my number 7, remain positive always. Nobody wants to be around someone who is always nagging. Yes, the world is difficult. 2020 alone has been so difficult, but people always want to be around people that will uplift them and give them like positive vibes. Yes, always. So, and don't always be the type of person that talks bad about other people. Nobody wants to be around that kind of person. So if you're that kind of person, change your ways. In my number 8, try something new. Just go out, explore, leave your comfort space, do something new. That is like similar to being interesting, okay? Because we have very, very limited time, I hope you've learned a thing or two from today's show. I'm interested in hearing your views and I'll be taking questions via my Twitter and my YouTube handles. Also, if you enjoy the background music I used today, it was produced by Hova, H-O-V-A-H. You should check him out on AudioMac. Also, like and download. I'll leave the link in my description box. Also, please do follow him on social media on Instagram at _PREENCE Prince, and then on Twitter at Prince_UNEKE. Remain blessed as always. Till next time when we meet again, I remain Chidima Ugaji. Thank you so much.
Your online radio, the new online radio that makes you happy.